Hello, how are you? Today I'm going to prepare for you a fantastic recipe for a dinner that is healthy, cheap, economical, balanced, and full of good ingredients with lots of nutrients. Stay with me until the end because you won't want to miss it. First of all, if you're new here, welcome. Take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. I have new videos every day and you won't want to miss them. If you know someone who is looking for recipes that, besides being delicious, are also healthy, nutritious, and economical, share this video. Let's work together, you and I, to expand our circle of good. The first ingredient in our recipe is cabbage. I'm using raw cabbage here. Sometimes you ask me if it's raw, cooked, or sautéed. I just separated the cabbage and sliced it into thin strips. Cabbage is very interesting because it's high in fiber and water, low in calories, and rich in antioxidants. So it's very beneficial for our health, and since cabbage is high in fiber and water content, it fills you up a lot. I'm also going to add onion. It's been proven that the more onion and garlic we consume, the better our immunity is. And besides that, it helps to season and gives a more interesting flavor to our dish. I have here some scallions, which are from the same family and in fact are included for the same reason, to help season, add more flavor, and improve our immunity, strengthening our body. I'm also going to add tomato, which is super rich in lycopene. And lycopene is a powerful antioxidant that really helps, including in preventing the appearance of various types of cancer, including prostate cancer. So for men, it's especially beneficial to consume. A little salt, a bit of cayenne pepper. If you want to use Calabrian pepper or another type, that's fine. If you just want to use black pepper, that's fine too. If you don't want to use pepper, that's fine as well. But the more pepper we can add here, the more it will speed up the metabolism and help with weight loss. I'm using oregano because it really truly helps support good digestion. Let me mix this in here. Now what I'm going to do is take a fresh egg and very carefully pierce it, just enough to mix it right here in this bowl. And then after that, I'll already begin to gently incorporate it into our mixture, making sure everything blends together nicely. I'll mix it a bit here. Now I'll slowly pour some of the milk into the mixture, making sure to add it gradually so that everything blends together smoothly and evenly. And I'll add the oat flour. Oat flour is an excellent alternative for us to use more in our daily lives because it has a lot of fiber, both soluble and insoluble. It contains beta-glucan, which naturally helps us lower cholesterol. So it's a very interesting alternative to wheat flour, which many people prefer not to consume. Not to mention that, depending on the type of oats you buy, if you check the label, you can even find it gluten-free. For many people, this is important due to restrictions on consuming gluten in case of any issues like intolerance or celiac disease. So if the oats haven't been processed on machines that also process wheat-based foods, they can also be gluten-free. So it might actually be worthwhile to carefully check this information on the label if that's your situation. Let's finish adding the milk here. You can see it's really forming a dough, like for a savory pie. And now I'm going to add a bit of olive oil, but not all of what's here. Don't worry, all the ingredients are listed below in the video description. I paused for a moment to put my frying pan here on the stove, and while it's heating up, I'm going to add the baking powder to my batter. Sprinkle it in little by little so you don't get those clumps of baking powder that can leave a bad taste in your recipe. Alright, it's ready. Everything's all mixed together. Look, so you can see the consistency. This is exactly how it should be. Now that my skillet is already hot, I open it up. I lightly greased it here with coconut oil, but you can use whatever fat you prefer at home. And let's go ahead and put a small portion in here for now. cover it and wait for it to cook. I'll be back when it's time to flip it to show you how it's turning out. I'm going to flip it now, but just so you can see how it's turning out, look, when it starts to get some bubbles like this on top, it means it's pretty much cooked on the other side, so we can flip it. I'll let it cook here a little longer. I have this skillet that lets me flip from one side to the other, but if you don't have one at home, that's no problem at all. Just use your regular skillet, cover it with a lid like our mothers and grandmothers used to do. I do that myself at home sometimes, and you can flip it without any trouble. Just be careful not to burn yourself. It's ready. Look how my creamy cabbage pie turned out in this healthier version. We can make all sorts of super healthy recipes with the vegetables and leafy greens we're used to eating every day, but in a different way. This way it becomes much more appetizing. I noticed here that it makes 3 servings. I have 1, and there's still some batter left to make more. So it can also be a good option for the family to make several at once when cooking. So now I'm going to carefully cut a nice piece so you can see what it looks like inside, because I know you're curious about that. Look. It's super creamy, super tasty, and just absolutely delicious. I added this green garnish here to give it a special touch because we also eat with our eyes. It's delicious. Always remember that you can vary the fillings. You can actually make it with a bit of shredded chicken inside if you have some left over, a bit of tuna. Tell me down below which version you're going to make at home, if it's going to be exactly like mine. Now I'm going to taste my recipe, which is wonderful.